let me say this to back on the same topic of marriages in the United States of America, marriages period, right? Let me say something to married couples. In order for your love to withstand the test of time, you at first got to. Sometimes it takes a start over. Start dating again. Do some astrology connections to see if you're really supposed to be together. If you're really, what is it, compatible. It doesn't matter if you've been together for a long time, because I'm gonna say this: if you're not compatible, then there's ways that you can actually accommodate. Even though in my book I have a strict no accommodation rule, no settling. But if you have been with somebody for about 40 years and you find out that that person is not compatible with you as far as astrology, it's still okay. Because if you've been together 40 years, evidently something you did was right. Especially if you're still together. And I know a lot of couples were together from, say, the age of 16 or 18, right? And they're in their 60s now. So they've been together for a long, long time. Back then, they didn't go off astrology. They didn't go off. So I believe back then it wasn't for a man's swag or what he had, or if he was a baller. Back then, when they were put together or they met each other, it was on something else. It was on either they were both on the slavery train, or they didn't have many around. So either way it goes, for the love to withstand the test of time for 40 years, it says a lot, and you still want to, if the love is starting to dwindle, for the newcomers that's been together for 10 or 15, if it's starting to dwindle, just start doing some soul searching, and we have to do the work sometimes for our men. So then you're gonna have to search and see who he really is on his God self, his inner. See if he even tapped into his true God self. If he's the head of the family, but is he walking in his God body, in his light body, or is he still darkness where you gotta pick up the slack as the light? And if you have turned dark because of your husband, then it is time for you to sit down and do the work so you can get your light back. And then you can start helping your husband. So that's the best advice I can give you for black love, for love. If it's and by you being together for so long, I believe that it's your relationships, your marriages, that we look at and y'all kind of lead by example. So, and seeing that y'all been together for 40 years is inspiration to say this love can stand the test of time. And I can be with someone for that long and still love them. Love can still be fresh and brand new, 40 years. So yeah, the problem with new marriages today is a lot of people getting married for the wrong reasons. Some of them getting married and forget about love. They so caught up in the materialistic part of being married. So that straight off says that they're marrying for the wrong reason, that they may not be with their soulmate. Because your soulmate, you would marry them with nothing. You would marry your twin flame if it was just you and him. You don't need nobody but you, him, and God. That's the soulmate, the twin flame. Somebody, and if it ain't the soulmate of the twin flame, it's somebody that you can at least see yourself with for a long time. Because y'all on the same page. Y'all don't worry about materialistic stuff. It's more about the love in marriage. So that's a lot of the marriages I see today on TV, A lot of them are, a lot of money is poured into the marriages and not time. A lot of money is poured into the marriages and not love. So that's where the marriages is slacking and lacking. Because half of these people, again, I say, are not even supposed to be together. And I'm just keeping it real. Then I've been watching recently, watching the marriage, what is it? The marriage, what is it? With a lot of celebrities, right? And I dig the show. I've watched all of these couples like Ray J and Princess and Kurt and Rashida and watched them go through storms, and still stand. So watching that is an inspiration. It is. It's an inspiration because you see them. We've seen their light. We've seen their life in the light. So we see what they've been through, right? So that is leading by example, showing us how you can withstand the toughest times, redo, renew, rebuild, and still love. So my hat goes off to all of those couples, to the couples retreat, right? That is doing the damn thing, showing us what true love. And I believe every last one, even down to Mike, even down to him, the comedian, and his love. It's different kinds of love, different types of people that love one another. So you don't judge them, but I've watched every last one of them individually and see that every relationship is authentic. Even though Ray J and Princess is going through their thing, they're trying to find, but I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, the distractions for their love comes from the surrounding world. They have some beautiful children. They have a beautiful thing going on. But I guarantee if you take them two and put them in Jamaica, not even Jamaica, around no beautiful men, around no beautiful women, just them two, right? Put them somewhere on an island, just them two. I guarantee you, they will be a new couple, loving each other again. Because see, it won't be nothing with them two. No distractions, no social media, no sexy men, no sexy women. It will be all about them two, right? Guaranteed. They take that time, then they'll love. Because I believe them two are meant to be together. When kids are involved, that's another stamp. And them kids they raise, them kids that they have are beautiful. Beautiful kids of them, the recreation of life. So anyway, I could go on and on. Love, peace, and blessings to you. That was part 2 of the first video. I just wanted to punch on that and get right to it. And namaste.